Good afternoon and welcome back to Des Moines Junior Bucs Hockey. We've got your 12U team here, the white team, playing in their red jerseys with red breezers. Red all over, playing against the Las Vegas Ice Warriors, white with blue accents. About 2 minutes up there for the pre-game warm-up here. We are playing in Chicago, downtown, at the Chicago Blackhawks arena. I guess I shouldn't say the arena. This is their practice ice, which is just across the street from their main arena. Run through the roster for you real quick. We got a nice indoor game for this one. We'll be back outdoor at the same rink as we were at last night for the next one. So I'll have to stay warm for that. But for now, we're living in hog heaven. Run through the roster for you, though. Number 14, Quinn Baker. 13, Asen Bentz. 11, Redford Dupas. Number 5, Carson Follis. Number 1, Sawyer Goldie. 20, Graham Hildebrandt. 87, Xander Marin. Number 9, Luke McDaniel. 46, Taylor Pembroke. 77, Tucker Smith. 37, Liam Story. 54, Xander Van Tilburg. 82, Brock Welch. And 88, Levi Yohe. Because we had number 10, PJ Brown in net for yesterday's game, and because 44 is in there warming up now, I assume I have number 44, Elliot Buckland, in net for this one. But about 45 seconds left up there on the clock before we pick up all these pucks and start the game. I will tune back in with you before we get it started. Players out there ready to go. I see Levi Yohe at center, waiting for the face-off. Left wing looks like McDaniel. Right wing, Redford Dupas. 13, Asen Bentz, and 87, Xander Marin out there. Puck is down. Yohe quickly wins it. Turns it over, though, as he brings it into the zone. It's dumped in by the Ice Warriors. Marin tracking it down behind the net. Has a stick lifted. And we're fighting for it now. A high stick, but no call from the Ice Warriors there. Yohe can't control the puck. Caught up against the boards. Bentz to Dupas, misses. Ice Hogs collect. Yohe trying to get it back in. Back and forth it goes. Back to Yohe. Dumps it across the middle. Drop deep. Offensive shift change for the Bucs. Hildebrandt coming in. Long pass. Almost stopped by Smith. Ice Warriors come away with it. Then still poking that puck away. Smith collected. Now Marin with it. Marin looking for a pass. Connects to Smith. Smith will bring it in. They stay on sides. Quick shot. Hit the goalie right in the face. I believe that was from Tucker Smith there. Players get pinned down in the corner. Ice Warriors collect it. Bring it out of the zone. Pass intercepted and dropped. Comes back across neutral. Ice Warriors collect. Hildebrandt's behind. Pass across far side of the ice, and then they bring it in. Good stick from Story. Stopped him. Now it gets dumped deeper. Centering. No one home. Pass from Baker to Follis. He quickly loses it. They get back on sides. And they get a shot off. First save for Elliot Buckland there, and then he covers. Goldie loses the face-off. Warriors lose it, though. Caught on the blue line. They stay on sides. Tap deep goes to Pembroke in the corner. Goldie comes away with it in the corner. Warriors steal it. Follis assists. Pass off to Welch. Puck stays in the zone. Warriors bring it right up the middle. Follis picks it up off a skate. He's got a breakaway opportunity. And they were going for a shift change. So defense is set. Gets around. Shot misses wide right. Goes to the corner. Bent's picking it up. Up high. Right in front. Shot blocked. And goalie jumps down on it. Missed shot from number 13, Easton Bent's there. First line's coming out again. Defense looks like they're alternating shifts here. We've got Bentz and Pembroke on D. Yohe, Dupass, and McDaniel on offense. Yohe lost the faceoff. Warriors bring it in. Forced wide by Pembroke. Trying to center. Lofted out by Yohe to McDaniel. Now Dupass. Dupass controls, makes some space. Pass across to Bentz. Luckily it got through a defender. Shot inches high, doesn't get on net. Warriors pick up the rebound off the backboards. Pass skates through a stick. Marin now passing up to McDaniel. A great one-touch tap-off to Dupass. Pass dropped the puck, though, and then it was dropped by Yohe, too. Maybe it's stickier right there on the ice. Marin stops it on the line, dumped deep by Yohe. Warriors pass it up. This one gets by Marin. Tried to drop it off for Van Tilburg. Miscommunication, though, as Van Tilburg was skating the other direction. Ice Warriors with it on their side. Smith keeps it in on the line. Still with it, centers it to Story. Now back to Van Tilburg. Makes a shot, missed wide left. Marin's going to try to keep it in on the line. He will. Now he passes it across middle. Not sure that was intentional. Hildebrandt now. Centering, doesn't get through. Smith now with it. Shot, misses wide right. Hildebrandt tries to collect. Looked like he dropped the puck behind him. Puck back to neutral. In and out it goes. Smith steals. Ooh, lost a stick. Kind of got tied up with the player there. Offside's the call here. After a very faint whistle from the ref on the far side. 7:35 left in the first. Score tied at 0. Goldie at center for the faceoff. Lost it. Puck contested, though, in neutral. Now the Warriors bring it in. Made a shot, went wide left. Puck pinned against the boards by Welch. Comes out to Baker. Baker can't skate around his man. Tried to bring it right across. Pass in front. Couldn't get the shot off. Dangerous play there from the Ice Warriors. Ooh, Pembroke back checked. No call. Maybe a hip check. Goldie collects it after the Warriors struggle to keep it in. And pass connects to Fallis. Fallis kind of got hooked, lost the puck. They reset it back on sides, but pass it back to neutral. Fallis struggling to control. Pass across to Baker. Baker at the center line, dumps it in. And they pin it against the boards with their own men. Come away with it, take it deep. Look like they'll take it behind the back of their net. Pass up off the boards, misses. Baker dumps it far corner. McDaniel should be the first one there. Can't control it either. Baker and Bentz rush back on D. Warriors bring it in. Good stick from Bentz, forced it to the boards. Kept in at the point, dumped deep. Baker with it behind the net. Pass from Baker to McDaniel. Stolen. Drop back behind. Bentz with it. Bentz getting a little hook. No call. Clears it back to neutral. They stay on sides. Dump back in. Centering it. Connects on a pass. Shot hits a skate. Still bouncing in front. Second one hits Bentz in front. Redford tried to make a long pass. Didn't get through traffic. Now it squeaks out to neutral. Warriors collect. Backhand floater pass. Center to left wing. Dupass comes in behind, and Bentz forced the puck. And then another save from Buckland there. 5:21 left on the first now. Score tied at 0.
Let's go, Red. Turn it up.
Yohe wins the faceoff, taps it off to Bentz. Dumped in, Marin with it. Pass, tried to connect to Hildebrandt. No icing as it was deflected, it looked like. Warriors with it. Smith coming in. Forced the puck out of reach. They recollect. Smith now picks it up, and now it's forced out by the Warriors. And White will bring it back with speed, getting around Bentz. Marin coming across. And a penalty here. Trip against Marin. He kind of put the brakes on, and Marin didn't see it. Skated right through him, went underneath, took his skates out from underneath, and will be on a penalty kill for the next minute and a half. Not necessarily a bad penalty. Prevented the shot, that's for sure. Goldie at center for the faceoff, loses it. Recollects it though. Making space, using his speed, dumps it around. Fallis trying to get there. Tapped it out, Goldie with it. Behind the back of the net. Warriors coming away now. Near corner. Up off the glass. Then Tilburg keeps it in on the line. Fallis now. Shot off the backboards. Way wide, maybe 20 foot. Trying to clear again. Baker keeps it in. And now Warriors collect it and bring it across neutral into the zone. Then Tilburg forces wide. Good block from Buckland. Rebound picked up by Van Tilburg. And now Redford to Yohe. Back to Redford. Dropped it. One looking for the puck. Yohe getting forced down. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill. Redford steals. Dropped the puck. Trying to center, doesn't get through traffic. Warriors pick it up. This one comes out to Pembroke. Pembroke dropped it offsides here as their winger came in before the puck. 7 seconds left on the penalty kill, and we'll drop it back in neutral. Puck's down. It's won by Story.
Decisive.
We are back to even strength. Puck stays in the zone, sent out by Story. Story with it on the boards. Stops, passes off to Smith. Smith shot, rebounds in front. Into the corner. Warriors collect, send it across. Pass connects to their right winger, who dumps it in. Pembroke now. Got it around one. Warriors collect. Story gets tied up with a player. Send the puck to the corner. Now it's sent towards the net. Call that a save from Buckland.
Go!
Pembroke brings it in. Two people in front. Spinning, centering. Sat there, right in front. Now kept in by Bentz. Maybe. Could have been offsides. Warriors trying to clear. Gets by Follis. Bentz keeps it in from the point. Sends it around the back. Warriors up the far boards now.
Middle.
Long shot and a save. I think that came from Follis. Oh, the puck is still in play. The Warriors had it. I thought goalie had covered it. Bentz sending him wide. Looking to center. Comes up high to the point. Hildebrandt can't control it. Gets caught up in skates off sides here. Minute 26 left in the first period. Score tied at 0. Goldie at center. Lost it.
Jake.
But they dumped it all the way on their side. Follis in pursuit. Pass gets by Welch. Van Tilburg keeps it in. His shot. Touch with a high stick. Doesn't matter. Warriors send it near side. They try to clear again. Kept in by Xander Van Tilburg. Right in front. Follis with it. Shot hit the post. Doesn't see the back of the net. And now some clean passing from the Warriors. Bring it into the zone. They had a 2-on-1. Slowed down. Puck's right in front. They collect. One save from Elliott. And trying to get back in the net. McDaniel coming away. Oh, Luke can't control it. He's offsides. And they whistle it. Good block by the goalie, but doesn't matter as we were offsides. It's like everyone's struggling to control the puck out there. 34 seconds left in the first. Yohe lining up at center. Wins it. Bentz to do pass, didn't connect. Yohe couldn't control. Now it goes back to Marin from the Warriors. He dropped the puck. And a shot blocked by Buckland that's sitting in the crease and then got sent out. So no icing as it's on net. I think that came from Dupas. 3 seconds left now. Got to control that puck and moving into the second and third here. Well, that's the end of the first. Score tied at 0. I'll tune in with you for the start of the second. 12 minutes up on the clock. Story at center for the face-off. Lost it. Tapped up off the boards. Warriors trying to control it. Story's in the middle of it. Smith came away. Lost it. Centering pass behind his man. Hildebrandt came in. Forced it wide. Pembroke gets around one and then loses it in neutral. Send it far side. Bentz taps it around one man. Tried to connect to Smith, it looked like, but tapped off his stick. Warriors come back. Dropped in. Bentz applied some pressure. Pembroke with it. Far corner. Taps it back to Hildebrandt. And the Warriors dump it deep. Bentz coming in. Puck squeaks out high. Follis to Hildebrandt. Graham brings it in. Back to Follis. Trip from Follis, but no call. Puck's around the back. Warriors up off the boards. And connect on a pass around Bentz. Pembroke back on D now. Stopped it with the skates. Tapped it back to Story, who couldn't control. And offsides here against the Warriors. Looks like they'll drop it at center here. Goldie lost the faceoff. And Tilburg with it behind the net. Somehow the pass got through traffic, connected with Follis. Follis has pressure though and can't control. Warriors bring it back in. Baker slows them down. They dump it deep. Trip from Baker, no call. Goldie up off the boards to Welch. Welch skates back for it. Taps it around to Goldie. Goldie gets around his man. Forced wide by the defenders. Has it in the corner. Centers to Follis. Follis, tough angle though. Looking to pass. Tries to get it back. Connects with Baker. Bouncing in front of the crease. Follis chopped at it. Ends up near corner. Around the back to Welch. Welch can't control. Goldie skated through the puck. Warriors come away with it. 3-on-1 opportunity. Baker back on D. And fanned on his shot. Puck goes deep. Picked up by Follis. Follis has space. Uses it. Pass across. Hit a stick. Dupass collects. Didn't get the shot off. Pinned in the corner. Comes away with it. His shot sails high. McDaniel getting to the puck, but stolen by the Warriors. Marin tried to prevent a pass across. They connect, and a good save from Buckland there. .9:05 left in the second. Score tied at 0. Yohe winning the faceoff. And a pass from Bentz to, like, McDaniel doesn't connect. Warriors bring it in. Yohe clears, and offsides here. Story wins the faceoff to Smith to Marin. Marin back to Story. Story brings it in. Dropped the puck behind him. They pass it around. Marin coming up behind. Dumped around. Warriors are set up. Pick it up in the corner. Centering. Marin's tied up with the player. Backhand it towards the net. Goes wide. Bentz trying to send it around. Kept behind. Marin applying pressure now in the corner. Centering pass broken up by Bentz. Bentz tapped it up to Smith, out of reach though. And offsides here from Des Moines. Face off won by Goldie. Back to Pembroke. The Follis. Missed him though. Goes deep. Kept in by Van Tilburg. Long shot. Swallowed up by the goalie. Goldie lost that one though. Kept in by Van Tilburg. He sends it on net again. Follis picks up the rebound behind the net. Looking to center. Tried to connect it over there to Goldie, but went through his skates. Pembroke can't keep it in. They reset and dumps it to the corner. Goldie with it now on the blue line, trying to dump it deep. It's brought out now. Then Tilburg scooting back, and they stay on sides and dump it in. Pembroke now. Didn't connect to Follis. Warriors with it. Broken up, sent out of the zone. Warriors with it in neutral. Pass misses everyone, no icing. Then Tilburg now, corner. Warriors collect, centering pass. Then Tilburg now sends it out after an errant pass from the Warriors. McDaniel connects to Yohe. Yohe drops it for Redford. Redford back to Yohe, doesn't get on net. Back up to the blue line. Warriors control it in neutral. 2-on-2 here, they drop it. Good play from Quinn Baker, taps it off to Dupass. Dupass brings it in. Centers to Yohe. Yohe can't control. McDaniel now makes a shot. Got on net, blocked and sent to the corner. Yohe collects the rebound. This time back to Baker. On the point, keeps it in. Trying to dump it deep, doesn't connect. Yohe helping him out. Now it's cleared out, sent for icing. They wave it off. Picked up by Bentz. Smith now bringing it in. Sent wide. In the corner, centering pass hits a skate. Recollects. Behind the back of the net. Still has it, far corner. And now sends it behind the back. Warriors should be first there. Smith collecting this puck. Marin was in a good spot, but he got a shot off. Missed shot from 77 there. Warriors pass it out. Marin overextended. Rushing back now. Breaking up the line, and they're off sides. Five minutes left in the second. Tied at 0. Goldie wins it, back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg looks for a pass, turns it over, right in front. Shot blocked by Pembroke. It's against the boards. That was Welch to Goldie, but it leaves the ice, so we'll drop it in the corner. Goldie wins this one off to Follis. Now it's behind. Pembroke with it. Pembroke up the boards. Warriors first there. They dump it deep. Pembroke skated through a stick and left the puck for Goldie. Goldie bringing it out of the zone, using his speed through neutral. Looking to make a pass. Nothing's open. And this one gets by Pembroke. Goes the length. Sander Van Tilburg with it. Takes it behind the back of his net. Pass up to McDaniel. Doesn't connect. Warriors with it in neutral. Just barely reset. Dumped in by Goldie. Warriors trying to pass. They wave off icing. Marin's going to be the first one there. Marin skates around 2, but drop the puck out of reach. Warriors recollect. Bring it in. Marin lifts a stick. Might have been called a hook. No call. Pembroke breaking up a pass. Controls the puck, but has his stick. He might have been hooked too. No call that way. Pass across to center. Misses his man. Right in front. Pembroke collects it after Yohi taps and sends it for icing just to get a change of line out there. 3:24 left in the second. Score tied at 0. I think that's Story at center. Story lost it. And a shot and a goal. Right off the face-off. Beckman couldn't jump down on it. And the Bucs are down 1-0. 3:19 left in the first. The second period. Send Story out. Smith comes in. Story lost it. And a pass, barely able to stay on sides. Looking for another shot. Right in front. Buckland stops 2 there. Hildebrandt to Smith. Stopped. Now picked up by Bentz. Bentz brings it in. Gets around a D-man, but then he forces it to the corner. Smith getting checked down, no call, and then Hildebrandt comes in and checks, and they will call that one. Back to the penalty kill. .235 left in the second, and on the second penalty kill of the game, I believe. Hildebrandt called for checking. Goldie at center, wins it. It's in the corner. Warriors trying to center. They have it right in front. Couldn't get the shot off. Cleared by Follis. Through neutral, won't go for icing. Warriors with it on their side. Fanned on a pass. Follis collects. Can't skate around him. Goldie stole it. Trying to center. No one home. We're a man down. Warriors pick it up. Bring it near side. And through the middle. Stay on sides. No icing. Dump it deep. Picked up by Bentz. Bentz has it tapped off his stick. Centers. Through the crease, but doesn't get on net. Now Goldie runs with it. Follis was over there. Slowed down a defender, though. And didn't get a shot off. Fanned on it. Sent it through the legs of a player, but second one steals. And Baker, Bentz rush back on D. McDaniel slowed him down, but they collect. Stay on sides, bring it in. Long shot. Hits Bentz's stick. He collects the rebound off the backboards. Warriors collect again. Centering, broken up by Yohi. Yohi trying to pass. Doesn't connect, but able to just steal it. Gives it off to McDaniel. McDaniel brings it in. Daniel has it forced off his stick, but Yohi's able to dump it deep. Given back to Yohi. He can't control. Steals it back. Looking for a pass. We are back to even strength. Goes back to Marin. Marin drops it, sends it on net, deflected, and goalie jumps down on it. I think that was Goldie that ended up getting the shot. Story wins the faceoff, goes back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg tapped it off to Marin, but a big breakaway opportunity now. Oh, blocked by Buckland. And a second one behind the net, no goal, sitting there in the crease. And we got an injury right in front. Not sure if they'll call a penalty here. He's down and hurt right in the crease. Looks like he might be holding his collarbone. Let's see what happened over there. Even strength, 28.5 seconds left in the second. Bucks down 1-0. Story wins it back to Marin. Marin pass up to Smith. Smith brings it in, kicks it. It's in front of the crease. Marin coming across, can't control, keeps it in on the line, dumps it deep. Marin collecting it, looking to center, skates around. Tried to bring it right in front. Good shot by him, but blocked by the goalie. Centered across. Story now, shot wide. Some good attempts there, but no dice. After the second period, Bucks down 1-0, and 1 period left to play. We'll tune back in with you for the third. Right, back for the start of the third. 12 minutes up on the clock. Bucks down 1-0. Goldie for the faceoff. Wins it. Dumped in. Goes deep. Fallis slows him down. Punk stop behind. Dumped far side. Warriors try to clear. Kept in by Baker. Baker doesn't get it far, though. Puck just seems to be sitting on this ice. A lot of players are struggling. Fallis resets. Everyone gets back on sides. Warriors take it behind their net. Welch can't get in between. Pass up the boards. Gets by Pembroke. Breakaway opportunity. Baker coming across. And a pass is broken up by Goldie. Goldie tapped it off to Follis. Follis is going for a shift change, and Warriors come away with it. Right through the middle. Pass connects. Baker coming across. Blocked. Another good save by Buckland there. Glove down by the Warriors. This one comes across, knocked down. Pembroke behind the net, up to Welch. Welch collects it. Welch sends it behind McDaniel. He can't control. And a shift change for most of the Bucks. McDaniel tracking this down. Warriors send it all the way across. Bentz now taps it off to Yohe. Yohe sends it back in. Offsides here. 10:34 left in the third. Yohe at center for the faceoff. Loses it. Marin collects it though. Marin to McDaniel. Sent out. Yohe brings it back in and out again. McDaniel to Yohe. Yohe makes space, sends it on net. Missed shot as the goalies send it to the near corner. He gets tripped up. Marin looks to the corner for it. Dropped it there though. Marin again. Hit a player's skate, doesn't get through. Sent across and in. Warriors send it to length. Marin picks it up on our side. Looking for a stretch pass. Ooh. Dupass missed it. Yeah, it looked like he lifted his stick, so they wave off the icing. Redford shaking that head as he always does. Story forcing the puck off. Bentz with it. Picked up by the Warriors. Welch knocked it loose for a second. Bentz with it now behind the net. He's getting hooked. Bentz holds it. Has space, and he'll bring it himself. Has it forced to the corner. Taps it off to Smith. Smith has three players converge and loses the puck in the process. Goes back to Hildebrandt, though. Hildebrandt, his shot wide. And the goalie gloves it. Little shove after the play from Hildebrandt. And Warrior did not appreciate it. Goldie at center for the faceoff. Under 9 minutes left in the third here. Puck's down. He wins it. Gives it to Follis. Follis' shot hits a skate. Van Tilburg keeps it in, but just barely. Taps it off to Follis. Follis has two men on him, looking to center. Can't get through. Follis sends it to the corner again. Picks it up. And taps it back to Van Tilburg. Up high from the point. Long shot. Bouncing. And goalie jumps down on it. Number one wins the faceoff. Back to Baker. Baker drops it, and Van Tilburg loses it. Big breakaway opportunity for the Warriors again. And they're able to score on this one. Bucks down 2-0. 8:22 left in the game. Yohe wins this one. Back to Bentz. Bentz quick pass up to McDaniel. McDaniel to Yohe. Yohe to Dupass. Dupass tried to give it back. Has room for a shot. Went wide. Now McDaniel, it's right in the crease. Bouncing into the face-off circle. Yohe into the corner. Dupass with it. Pressure. Warriors up the boards. Bent's trying to keep it in. Gets by him. Lifts a stick. Controls the puck. Forced off. Tapped it back to Dupas. Yohe brings it in. Back to Redford. Redford to Yohe. Yohe doesn't get through skates. Ends up wide. McDaniel sends it around the back. And Bentz can't keep it in. Bentz tracks that all the way back to his side behind the back of the net. Taps it off. Ice Warriors have it at center ice. Pass it in. Bentz controls it near boards. Sends it off the boards to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt, one behind, one in front. They steal it, send it back. Bentz with it now. Bentz tapped it up to Smith. He couldn't see it, though. Warriors collect. Didn't get around Pembroke. Pembroke to Hildebrandt. 20 brings it in. Smith trying to center up. Puck forced to the corner behind. Pembroke skated through the puck there. Warriors come away. Stick lifted by Story. The player sprawls out. Story still with it, and they send it to the far boards. Hildebrandt with it again. Center ice. Gets around one. Skates around the second. Sends it towards the net. Wide right. Off the backboards. Warriors with it. Wallace skating through. Doesn't collect the puck. Warriors bring it back to neutral. Pembroke pinned him. Hildebrandt to Story. Story to Hildebrandt. They wave off icing as he got there before the line maybe. They are not keen on icings today. Wallace can't control the puck. Warriors with it. Warriors trying to clear. They'll bring it out. Pass across behind his man. Maybe offsides, no call. Van Tilburg taps off to Wallace out of reach. Marin with it now. Tapped it off to Welch. Oh, Marin goes way offsides. .5:30 left in the game. Bucks down 2-0. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 players out there. Yohe and Redford head off. Goldie wins the faceoff back to Van Tilburg. In the zone, sent out, and back in. Offsides again. Yohe wins the face-off back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg to McDaniel. McDaniel shot, swallowed up by the goalie. Yohe wins the face-off. But it's contested through neutral. Yohe coming away. Tapped it to Redford. Redford to McDaniel. McDaniel another shot. Behind the net. Warriors with it. Now near corner. Dupas pinning it. Gets around him and Dupas. Marin sends it on net. Rebounds right in front. It's bouncing. It's in the crease. Still sitting there. And finally, Dupas sinks it. That was 11 from 9. And with 4:36, Bucks down by 1 now. We got a game on our hands. Story at center for the faceoff. Wins it. Back to Baker. Baker has space. He brings it up himself. Now he lost it to the corner. Ooh, Smith checks a player, then he gets checked. Looks like we'll be on a penalty kill. They won't call the second check. Usually the retaliation is what gets called. Just had the momentum swing, and we'll see if that puts a damper on things. Story back at center. Cotton skates. Baker to Hildebrandt. It's behind the back. Baker with it. Baker up to Story, doesn't connect. They struggle to keep it in, but do. Dumping it deep. Baker again. Baker turned it over. Shot goes through the crease, but doesn't see the back of the net. And now an errant pass from the Warriors, picked up by Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt taps it off for Story. Story, I guess that was Bentz to Story. Story's offsides, and Warriors come away. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Warriors. Shot bouncing. Great save by Elliott there. After it was deflected, and then the puck goes the length of the ice in the opposite direction. Their goalie didn't jump down on it. Sent it to the corner. And now it's Bentz with it. Bentz up off the boards. Try to connect to Story, but he'll connect it himself. He gets hooked. And we will be back to even strength. And after 25 seconds of 4-on-4, we'll be on a power play for a minute 5. Hook is the call. 3:18 left in the game. Bucks down by 1. And an opportunity to tie it up. Be here shortly. Goldie wins it. Back to Van Tilburg. His shot wide left off the backboards. Follis is there. Sends it around the back. Pinned by Goldie. Squeaks out. Goes to neutral. Pembroke with it. Oh, Pembroke dropped the puck. And in and out. Warriors went, trying to stay on sides. Now Goldie with it. We are on the power play now. Goldie skates around 2. We got a 3-on-2 opportunity as Goldie brings it in. Sends it towards the net. Goes back to Follis near corner. Skates around 1. Looking to center. Pass goes back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg long shot wide. It's behind the net. Goldie with it. Pass up to Follis. Follis shooting. Gets stopped before it gets to the net. Warriors trying to clear. Kept in by Pembroke. Pembroke dumps it around. And we go for a shift change with just 23 seconds left on the power play. Saw 87 up there for the penalty, and I thought it was Xander. But no, that's on the other team. McDaniel to Van Tilburg. Back to McDaniel. He gets tripped up. No call. Back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg has it stolen. Yohe can't get around the man either. Stick lifted by Dupass, and Redford will bring it in. Redford to McDaniel. McDaniel has it sent to the boards. Minute 41, we are back to even strength. Our goalie is out. Up off the boards. Pass misses his man. Marin with it. His pass gave it back to him, but it was tapped by the Warriors. Goes to the corner. Dupass in pursuit. We got 6-on-5 over there. Goldie. McDaniel can't control. Pembroke. Shot. Stopped by the goalie. It's from 46, and now it goes the length. Marin trying to get there before the icing. They wave it off. Marin with it now. Ooh, dropped it off. Warriors with it, and they shoot. Scored. And the Bucks go down 3-1. With under a minute left to play, send Elliott Buckland back out. Story lost the face-off. Warriors bring it in. They get around our D. And a great save from Elliott there. Story lost the face-off. But breakaway for Follis here after he broke up a centering shot. Tried to tap it off to Smith. Story's there. Story drops it. Goes to the corner. 40 seconds left in the game. Goes back to Baker. Comes out to Smith. Smith couldn't control it. Still in on the blue line. Smith with it. 2 men on him. Makes some space. And gave it up. Baker, though, on the line. Sends it towards the net. 20 seconds left now. They sent it back the other way. Ten seconds. Baker keeps it in on the line. Taps it off to Story, who lost his skate and cleared out. 5 seconds, so that'll do it as the Bucs lost both games so far this weekend. We play another one this evening at the same outdoor rink. It's going to be colder than yesterday, but no snow this time. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Good effort. It seemed like after the first period, the game was ours to lose, and unfortunately, that's the way it turned out. After that first goal, we struggled to get back in it. But I do appreciate everyone tuning in for this, and hope to see you again tonight. I'll leave the camera on for the handshakes.